Hello everyone, this is the Archfiend. There have always been two topics on this channel that I try and avoid because the discussion about these two topics generally just goes in circles and nothing gets accomplished. Those two topics are religion and politics. Today I'm going to be talking about the second of the two, politics, and hopefully some people can rationalize a few things out of this, and I don't know, we'll see how it goes. Anyways, let me just start with this. I have listened to Rush Limbaugh for a number of years. Definitely not on a daily basis, but I listened to him enough to know the gist of his show and the gist of his general mindset of things. And I can understand why he says some of the things he says, and I'm by no means a Republican or anything in the near neighborhood of a Republican, but that's besides the point. Rush Limbaugh said something recently, and I'm sure you guys have probably heard about it. He criticized President Obama, and let me just read you his exact words here. And I'll use my Rush Limbaugh voice to send the point home better. Rush Limbaugh says, and I quote, "Obama will use Haiti to boost credibility in light-skinned and black community." And let me do that thing he does on his radio show, just so you can... See how annoying that shit is? Anytime he reads something off a memo or a newspaper, he holds it up to the microphone to make a point, but I think it's just his way of saying, hey, I can read. I physically read something off a piece of paper. Isn't that spectacular? Well, no, it's not, Rush. It's very annoying. Well, anyways, what Rush Limbaugh has said here is quite possibly one of the most insulting things that I've ever heard, because I can at least somewhat rationalize some of the stupid shit he said before and just chalk it up to either stupidity or he does kind of have a point there, but this one, I can't even think of just any possible rationale as to why he said what he said. Alright, Rush, let's examine things here. And if you guys don't know, there was this tremendous earthquake in Haiti that the New York Post is now reporting that about 500,000 people plus have died. Not to mention the fact that numerous people will die from injuries sustained, famine, starvation, just a number of things that are going to happen after the earthquake. So just keep that in mind while we're talking about this here. Alright. Rush Limbaugh is criticizing our president, Barack Obama, well, my president, any American's president, Barack Obama, for acting very promptly in this circumstance to help increase the approval of dark-skinned people in this country. Or, as he put it, light-skinned and black community, just to stay correct to what he said. Alright, let me ask you this, Rush. Do you know Barack Obama's approval numbers in the African American community in this nation? They're over 90%. Why on earth would an executive go out of his way to act promptly in a humanitarian mission simply to improve his numbers in a demographic that he is so severely owning? I mean, when you get these type of numbers in politics, it is considered a landslide victory. You don't need to do much of anything else to appease this group. They like you. There is no doubt that the African American people in this nation already approve of Barack Obama. So why on earth is he going out of his way to try and boost his ratings in this demographic, Rush? You tell me. And some Republican out there, and there's got to be some of you out there, because there's millions of people that listen to Rush Limbaugh's show, and they're not in outrage over this. They're not boycotting his show. So they must somewhat agree with what he has to say, because in all honesty, this is the most repulsive, disgusting thing that I can I know he said some bad shit, people, but like I said, there is no rationale whatsoever to justify what he's saying here. And let me ask you this, and I know Rush Limbaugh's trying to say how, well, he acted very quickly for this, but when something happened on our land with this underwear bomber guy, he took his time to investigate that. Okay, you might have kind of a point there, Rush, but was anyone hurt in this underwear bombing? Yes, it is a potential security risk, and yes, it is kind of scary that things happen the way they did, but hundreds of thousands of people didn't die. It wasn't something that completely shook the literal foundation of an entire nation and killed entire percentages of people. So yes, Rush, okay, Obama is not a perfect president, but what would you have done in his shoes at the time? Okay, let's hypothetically go back to when the Haiti earthquake first happened. Is President Obama to sit there and say, oh shit, this is pretty catastrophic, but you know what? I can't go in and help out. Because people are going to clearly see that I'm just helping them out because that's a dark-skinned nation, and I'm trying to obviously win over the approval of the dark-skinned people in my country. Like, seriously, Rush, is that what is to happen? Are we, as a first-world nation that is several hundred miles away from a nation that is just totally ravaged, just going to sit here and not offer them the assistance that they don't have? Not offer them any humanitarian aid right away? Like, what are we supposed to do? Sit there for a couple days while several 100,000 more people die? Like, seriously, someone out there rationalize what Rush Limbaugh said to me. And that's the exact quote. Obama will use Haiti to boost credibility in light-skinned and black community. He's going to use a humanitarian disaster of just epic proportions. It's going to be probably one of the biggest natural disasters in the modern era. But President Obama is using it to gain favoritism of a group that he already has an overwhelming majority of favoritism in. You've got to be shitting me. Like, please tell me that Rush Limbaugh at least has Down syndrome, because I can at least somewhat excuse it if he does. And I mean, this is from the guy whose boy President George W. could do no wrong. And I love how George Bush and the Republican administration could do no wrong. That's kind of why I listen to Rush Limbaugh, because I want to hear him just totally praise everything the Republicans do, because it's amazing they've never done anything wrong. Hurricane Katrina, slow to get aid there, nothing wrong with that. Rush over to help Haiti, totally wrong. Oh, Jesus Christ, Rush, you make me laugh. You just make me laugh with your stupidity. And it's a shame. It's really a shame that you could use this disaster to try and bolster your foundation of support and just hatred against the president. Like, we get it. You hate the president because he's a Democrat. Like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. As long as there's a D after his name, Rush Limbaugh will hate him. As long as there's an R after his name, Rush Limbaugh will like him. It's ridiculous. It's just absolutely ridiculous. And like I said, I don't know what as a Republican out there, what would you do if you were in Barack Obama's shoes? Would you not help out right away? Would you not help at all? Would you see it as, I can't help out because it's going to be seen as me bolstering my numbers in a demographic that I already have a significant, overwhelming majority of? Anyways, people, just something to think about today, and I'm going to have some Republican conservatives up my ass now, and that's going to be good times ahead. So enjoy your politics out there, and donate to this cause, because this really is a disaster. It does need attention and help and assistance. This is a war-torn nation, and yes, I know the Republicans are going to counter right away with, well, we can't donate to this group, and I'm going to use my Rush Limbaugh voice. We can't donate to this group because this is a savage nation that is ruled by dictatorships, and the dictators will just get the money and they will buy new Porsches and get girlfriends and take them on expensive Las Vegas vacations and all this other shit and blah blah blah. Yes, I understand that too. This is a somewhat war-torn nation that has just always been a clustermuck since God knows when. But they need help here, people. Donating to the Red Cross helps. Donating to a lot of legit organizations help. So yes, I don't know. Try and do your part out there, people. And Rush Limbaugh, just keep your goddamn mouth shut about stuff that you just make absolutely no sense over. But then again, I'm all for free speech, so keep talking so people like me can laugh my ass off every morning. Have a great day, everyone.